Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will start this game off. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Ford. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Roberts. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now the play fake. Moving away from pressure. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit here.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. When you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs, Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy, no Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They're trying to get to it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
They'll try the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Trying to surge it in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I like feeding my guys. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's 4. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up to touchdown.
This quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been...
Oh, the ball squirts out. And the defense has it there, going the other way.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to man it in. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but with the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season. These guys make your defense really special.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Snagged in the middle. It's Presley. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to throw, it's Roberts. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this...
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Oh, he tried.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
I threw it right fucking at him, didn't
by
I?
the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This will likely be the last play of the half. And he gets to the line and spikes it very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw.
The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? He'll do it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackled after picking up the first down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Dogs have enough for the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
What is that float job of a fucking throw right
Takes
there?
it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Back open in the middle.
Fucking tackle him.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's going to pass. And here's a fumble.
Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the fucking ball.
That ball must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
Neutral zone satisfaction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen.
God damn these stupid ass.
Wrap him up, but not
fuck
before
y'all.
He's got enough for the 1st down.
That's a really
I'm
nice looking
sitting
throw,
there.
and I'll tell you, he
Fucking
fits in
stop.
great with
Goddamn
this offense
thing.
because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They tried that left side, but the defense was very disciplined and shut it down for no gain.
And you can see a great job by the defense understanding when the back slipped out to the left, they expanded with him, understood where the pass was going, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle in the open field.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute it.
Runs through the tackle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air, it's Roberts. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
What is
and
that?
That one's incomplete. Worth taking
You didn't
a
even
shot
try.
there, couldn't hook up.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some
Oh, my fuck's
sake, by the defense
dude.
there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Mayo. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Offense set on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Excellent coverage and good use of the
throws
hands
are you
to
making,
knock it
dude?
away.
You know, it's so important for
You've been
corners to
making
be able
nothing
to
but good
transition,
throws.
right? You
Now all
got
of
to
a
have
sudden you
really
can't do
loose
shit.
hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. At the 20, he's got space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Line getting set on 2nd down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatcher.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They keep attacking through the air. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
How are they able to do hurry up
Going to
on
work
2
on
minutes
2nd
timeout?
down in the red zone, and still some
How?
ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Pick it up! What are you doing?
It's as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense
What the
gets the ball back to its own.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.